Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of the Wise Works podcast. It is Tuesday.
Yep.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
We do 2 of these video podcasts a week, and we have a audio only on Spotify that you can go look up the Wise Works podcast there and see our midnight special and all of these in audio version or audio format.
Do you think it's hipster that I'm drinking coffee out of a jar?
Yes, I've seen you do it for a while, but you end up leaving it in your car.
No,
And
but
then it grows fungus.
No, it doesn't. Nah. I don't leave it in my car that long. I leave it in the car like maybe when I'm at work, if I bring it with me to work.
Have you ever grown fungus in a jar?
Heck no. That's
Sure?
nasty. No, I'm
All
not.
you gotta do is forget about something.
No, I'm more sanitary than that. So
Okay.
No, I do not.
All right. So, what is the topic for this episode?
I wanted to talk about, in the past we've talked a little bit about musical instruments we've played or just instruments we've been interested in.
Yeah.
I want to kind of piggyback off that a little bit and talk about a form of entertainment that we like. We're not as into it as some people, but we enjoy it, and it is music. For me, we're going to go through and we're going to talk about a couple different types of music that we enjoy listening to personally, our interests in it. But
we're kind of also just talking about music in general,
yeah,
right?
But right off the bat, I want to say, kind of go back to, we talked about, when I was in high school, I played the guitar a little bit.
Yeah.
The music I played kind of in high school on the guitar, I mean, more of like soft rock type stuff.
Yep.
I didn't play the electric as much as the acoustic, so it was more like a soft rock, maybe like old rock type music.
Yeah.
That's mostly when you're just like learning the guitar. That's mostly the easiest form of genre of music that people teach out there, especially where we are.
Yeah. Which you got pretty good at it. You started flowing, getting a lot of feeling and getting a lot of feeling and soul into your guitar playing. But
I wouldn't say
once you got further.
I mean, I enjoy that a little bit, and we have always. I think this kind of stems from, we could pick this up from our dad. We would always listen to like oldies, but like soulful oldies music.
Yeah.
So. Behind the camera, your cat.
She's getting in your camera bag.
But we would always listen to like oldies. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And do you still? I don't as much these days. But
there was a season that when I was going to school and I was driving a lot back and forth, I listened to oldies constantly.
Yeah.
I haven't been listening to it for the past few years, but I will say, kind of what's replaced it. Everyone kind of has like, okay, you like a specific kind of modern music, like pop or rap or, rock, indie music or whatever. But there always is kind of like that guilty pleasure that's a little different than what common people listen to.
And I know what mine is.
I know what yours is, but what I don't care as much about my guilty pleasure, but what I do like to listen to is I like to blare classical music right now.
I will say, going back to guilty pleasure, I have this thing, even like on the midnight special, they were like, what's your guilty pleasure? And I just blurted out, and I'm like, I just lean into those guilty pleasure type things. It's just like...
Or you just know them really well.
I know them because they're very unique, and I have a weird taste.
It's not weird, it's just the taste.
Yeah, but you said classical. You like listening to classical.
Yeah, I like listening to classical. I like the way it sounds. I like I
would enjoy a classical
sound
if it was
to it,
I enjoy a classical, but most of the time it like puts me to sleep a little bit. So
well, I like to relax a lot most of the time, and so it's right up my alley.
Yeah, I mean, I like listening to it, but I have to be in that mood because, like you said, it does relax you and gives you that. But my guilty pleasure, should I just say it?
Just say it.
Because
it's not necessarily your favorite kind of music. It's just a guilty pleasure that you go to relatively often to enjoy.
I enjoy, especially on like maybe like the weekends, like in the morning when you're just like you're relaxing around. You don't have anything to do that day at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just sitting there relaxing, maybe enjoying a coffee, eating some brunch food. I like some real soulful jazz music, saxophone jazz music, like Kenny G.
Yeah.
Kenny G's a big, like I really like
well
like
known.
Kenny G because of his sax, but not just Kenny G. I mean, just jazz with like a sax in general. That's some.
This is
nice-
off topic, but I've just now, because I'm looking at you.
my hair.
Yeah, you're doing something funky with your hair.
Well, the thing is, I'm getting my hair cut on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tuesday right now. Thursday, I'm going to get my hair cut. So I've got a couple more days.
So you're kind of living in it right now?
I'm living in it, just trying to.
Should we grow our hair out? I know you did already at one point. But maybe that your facial hair is coming in slightly? Or you can just grow a big old pedo stash?
Maybe. I don't know. I think at this stage of my life, I'm going to just kind of let it see. I'm going to shave the sides. I'm going back to South Carolina. I'm going to get my sister, she cuts hair, get her to shave the sides.
Are you doing a fade or are you doing a hard line?
Oh, definitely a fade. I'm more
Okay.
into the fade than hard line.
Gotcha.
I'm going to get the sides kind of shaved and not have her touch the top, but like trim it to make it just be more shape.
But you're going to continue with this sticking up look?
Not sticking up. I think it's going to be more of like a swoop back look.
Okay.
I mean, you'll have to see.
Okay.
We'll see how it comes out.
You've
But
had some more interesting hair than I have on this show.
yeah, I mean, what's next? You think I should dye it? I at one point, I think at the beginning of summer last year, I was thinking to myself, I want to get it trimmed, real clean, like spiked look, but then just go completely blonde. I wanted to do that. I was about to. I didn't.
I don't know. You can do what you want. I think it would look cool to like off to the side, this little bit that's swooping up a little bit.
Yeah.
You can get like a little, maybe not yellow blonde, but maybe like a highlight.
Why are
or
we
like
talking
a
about
silver
hair?
highlight.
Because
That'd
we're
be
supposed to
cool.
be talking about music.
I don't know. I just looking at your hair buns right in this episode. Okay, let's get back to music. What would you say is your number one artist that you go to and you like everything they put out pretty much, or that you kind of geek over about their new music?
I don't have one. I would definitely say I don't have one. But
Do you want one?
I mean, do you have one? I don't.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay,
You
say
don't,
yours.
Okay,
And I'll
mine
explain
is
mine.
21 Pilots. You know
No,
that.
yeah. I definitely.
And we've talked about that before. I don't need to go into detail about that.
Which is interesting. Isn't 21 Pilots, what would you say their genre of music is?
It's definitely the biggest thing with 21 Pilots and the Skeleton Clique, the people that they refer to their fans, their hardcore fans, as Skeleton Clique.
Mhm.
I guess I'm one of them. I don't know.
Mhm.
But they're referred to, they don't really get inside a box, but if you tried hard,
What? That's okay.
if you tried hard,
Yeah.
because if you listen to their music, they have a variety. You haven't
Yeah.
seriously listened to their music.
I'm thinking of a specific genre.
It's definitely something that kind of is a mix between punk rock,
Yeah.
regular rock, and indie, or I'm thinking indie films, but what is it? What's like the more alternative
Yeah.
style?
Probably.
That kind of leans into kind of like that Imagine Dragon style. You know what I mean? So it has certain vibes to it, and there even is a lot of times even a little bit of a reggae vibe in there. So it kind of is
interesting because I remember
variety.
in high school, when I was playing guitar, I would do it wouldn't be punk rock or anything, but because I had guitar, I had some of those like classic rock. It had like a punk rock vibe or
Yeah.
like sound to it, and you did not like that at all.
No, I
Which
mean the
you've
thing
changed
is
now.
The thing is I don't like punk rock. I still don't.
Yeah.
It's just 21 Pilots, I guess, can fit like the way certain songs, beats, and rhythm goes.
We're gonna get
it
canceled
can-
or like because we are not a fan of anime. We're not a fan of punk rock.
Well, we might be talking about anime tonight.
Well, I'm just saying, we
can't get canceled for that.
we're not canceled, but like people are gonna hate on us because they're like, oh, they don't like all these things that we really like.
Maybe our thing is that we're kind of critical. I
We
don't
are
know.
critical.
Okay,
We're
but
just a bunch of
finish
crazy
my
crack
thoughts.
dads that have an opinion. We just don't like it. We're very Southern white boys. We don't call ourselves Southern, but we are.
No, we're not.
Kind of.
I am not a Southern white boy. I'm a white boy, but I'm not Southern.
I think there's tendencies.
Like what?
I don't know, just things. Do you know any hardcore like country people that are a fan?
I don't like country music at all.
No, okay, I'm not into country music either, but just that like punk rock or things like that.
Our friend Seth likes some punk rock.
Okay.
Kenzie, my wife, who's a Southern girl, she likes punk rock. But then, you know, your roommate, my friend Daniel, he's from Ohio. He likes punk rock.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But 21 Pilots is not necessarily punk rock. I think that's probably music that people like Tyler Joseph and Josh Dunn listened to growing up.
Yeah.
And so there are a few inspirations, but I do not think they necessarily fall into the punk rock category. You know, if they were going to fall just dead into a category, it has to be somewhere inside of rock, but not like the punk rock scene. That's a little off to the side, you know? Because punk rock just has a very specific, just kind of loud, fast style, and like the singers sound like this. You know what I mean? I think it's dumb. A lot of people like it. That's just my opinion. You don't have to be offended.
We were talking about genres because we're kind of veering off a little bit on this episode.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just a podcast. But what do... Okay, maybe you don't have a specific artist.
Yeah.
Besides Kenny G, what couple artists do you find yourself enjoying their music more in the modern era? You know what I mean?
I would say I don't choose artists, but I choose songs.
Okay, what are some of the
really
artists that like the song that have played the songs you like?
And I don't even know what the artist's name is because I just know it by the song. Like Young and Alive.
Okay.
You know which song I'm talking about?
Yes.
Young and Alive by, and you might know who I'm talking about. It's very popular right now.
Sing the song.
No.
Sing it.
I'll play it. Do you want me to play it really quickly?
No, we can't play stuff on the episode. We'll get...
Just for like 2 seconds.
No, don't play it.
Okay. Well, I like more of the... How to describe it is more like...
Do you like Irish style music?
It depends.
More of like that hoppy, soulful, rolling hill, Irish kind of Scottish sound?
I like it, but that's not my go-to. I mean, like music, when I listen to it, I think more of what I like to just listen to is more like pop.
You like Jason Derulo for a while?
Yeah, like a pop falsetto type singer.
So do you like Adam Levine?
Adam Levine.
You like Adam Levine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam Levine, I like. Jason Derulo, I like some of his stuff.
Do you like Jonas Brothers?
Their newer stuff. I wouldn't say like Jonas Brothers because, like, I was just saying, I don't really follow artists as much as songs. So their old stuff, no. When they were like Disney Channel or that, no.
Obviously
now,
not
their new stuff. I could listen to some of their stuff.
You listen to Harry Styles stuff. Watermelon Sugar High.
Well, that's more of like for the comic thing. Comical.
You find that song interesting.
Yeah, because I find it comical.
Do you, now that you say falsetto, you talk about male voice falsetto, you don't really care for like female voices?
It just has to be the song, but yeah, mostly male.
What would you say is a female artist that you found you like more than one of their songs? You know what I mean?
I haven't been listening to any female artists lately.
Boy, you're cutting out a whole genre of music.
I guess I am. Yeah, are you ashamed of me?
I'm not ashamed. Just get on it. Okay, this has the primary vocalist in this, as far as it is a female, but it's actually two brothers and a lady, and they actually sing folk music.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually really love the folk genre. Things like, especially alternative folk, like Bon Iver. Ugh, I love all of his music. But
I like it too.
the one I'm talking about that I got into because my friend back in Columbia, South Carolina, Steven, he introduced me to
good old
this
Steven.
band.
Brother Steve.
Brother Steven. They're called Balin.
Mm.
They're not well known at all, but I love their music. They're a good time. The lead vocalist in their band is primarily the sister. So yeah, that I would say she might be one of my top female artists.
And you really like Koffee?
Oh, why am I forgetting? I think I put the whole reggae scene aside because I thought we were going to cover it. So I was saving it.
Yeah.
But no, if we're talking about reggae, then we need to get into that topic because I'm talking about stuff I enjoy and we're talking about things I love.
Yeah.
Then
you primarily, like, I'll listen to a reggae, but it's definitely not like something I'll be like, oh yeah, reggae. You like
get on my
reggae.
Spotify, all that's on there is reggae.
You do.
Reggae and podcasts, that's all that's on my Spotify.
Yeah.
I like, obviously, Koffee, young Jamaican female artist who is up and coming, super talented, makes awesome music, great voice.
Yeah.
I love most of all the Marley kids, obviously Bob. I like a band called Soulja. I love Kali Buds. He's an older artist. He doesn't do as much stuff these days. Mattis Yahoo sings reggae music, but he's kind of a, what do you call, black sheep?
Yeah.
He doesn't really fit into anywhere. He sings reggae music, but his content is a lot of Jewish stuff because his heritage is Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
And
and he's also... He hasn't come out with anything in a minute, has he?
No, he has.
He has?
Yeah, he's just not super well known, and so you don't ever hear about it. Like, his stuff's not being played on the radio.
A lot of his stuff was more popular, back in the day.
In the earlier days, I suppose, but he's come out with a lot of stuff. You just haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, I haven't, because I only listened to his old stuff. I've been asleep, what?
You've been sleeping on Mattis Yahoo.
I guess I have been. I feel like, and this is something interesting we can talk about, when it comes to music, because of Spotify and I don't have premium, I can't choose the songs exclusively or artists exclusively. So I kind of just go and listen to what I like, and most of the time it recommends the more popular stuff. So, and this is what a lot of people do. They have the mainstream artists, so they know the mainstream artists because of, like, I don't know if it's Hollywood or there's the mainstream artist that they know. I like his stuff, but he's a mainstream artist. Post Malone, a lot of people know his stuff because
I love Post Malone.
He's really popular right now.
Did you see that one?
And like Billie Eilish and
Justin
Bieber and all these people.
I love Post Malone. Yes, I see what you're saying. But did you see that one concert that was outside that I think it was some festival? 21 Pilots is playing. And then Post Malone just walks out on stage playing a guitar and just looking around. And then he comes up next to Tyler Joseph and they're singing a song together. That was a beautiful moment because I really like Post Malone and I love 21 Pilots.
I didn't see that clip, but I have seen a many of clip with Austin just being silly on stage. To be honest, he's promoted. This is very obvious. He's promoted by Bud Light. And he likes a good Bud Light, and he goes on stage with many a Bud Light.
He smokes Camel Blues because his parents and grandmother were big smokers, and I think his grandma mentioned that she smoked Camel Blues.
Yeah,
or Camel Crushes.
He's very silly.
He's
Crushes. A very silly guy.
Yeah,
he's young too, so he doesn't care about his appearance. He just goes out there,
not at all,
and just likes to have
Post Malone's my
time.
age. He is covered in ink.
Yeah.
Covered. But yeah, there's one thing I will say, if we can circle real quick back to reggae. there is an aspect of Jamaican music that I'm not happy with. I don't just by proxy love all reggae or any music that's sung by someone from Jamaica. There's a whole scene of like pop reggae Jamaican music or Jamaican artists that sing pop music. I don't like that stuff. I honestly don't. If one comes on suggested, I skip it. There's a very specific, I love classical reggae. I love modern reggae, but it has to be the actual true reggae. It can't be like this popped up modern, I don't know, Hollywood style reggae version. I'm not big into the mainstream scene or the kind of music they put out. Even in the whole pop world, I'm not really into it, you know? I like certain people like Post Malone, but he has a very specific style himself.
Yeah. It's like he doesn't have a style, I wouldn't say it, because he has like almost like
he has a variety.
Yeah, it's definitely a variety.
But he even like, I don't like country music, but he started off like singing country songs on YouTube. You know what I mean? Then he started doing some SoundCloud rap songs, and then he got to where he is today. But you know, people like Ariana Grande, I was a big fan of many years ago.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, not at all.
Yeah,
it's because of
me
the
too.
music she puts out. The music is terrible. It's not terribly made. It's just a genre and a sound that I don't want anything to do with. And to be honest, people like the Jonas Brothers.
That's why we don't like her.
Yeah,
anymore.
we're on Pete's side. But no, even like the Jonas Brothers, I know a lot of people like these bigger artists, but once you fall into that genre, that category, and all these people are like, oh, the rest of the world loves this music, you need to make music like this. I've never liked it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a hipster, and I don't try to be a hipster, but I do like the stuff that a lot of people don't, the majority of people don't really listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People like Mattis Yahoo. Everyone listens to 21 Pilots at some point, so they're one of the more mainstream artists I really love. But yeah, they're just. I'm not trying to be hipster. It's just what I like, you know.
I hear that. Yeah, I hear that.
What time are we at?
We're at like 23 minutes, so we could probably go towards the end.
Okay.
Ending it off.
Yeah, we'll finish off. Any final thoughts about music before we cut off? Anything that's left unsaid that you would like to mention?
I would definitely say, to close it off, I don't like any exclusive artist right now. I like songs.
You gonna try to find an artist?
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, but I also have phases of my life. Okay, exclusive artist that I like is definitely gonna have to be, I lost his name, the jazz guy.
Kenny G?
Kenny G. He's my exclusive artist.
You like everything he puts out. Does he even make music still?
No, I don't even think
Is he alive?
I don't know. Is that bad? I don't know.
Yeah,
I just like
if you're supposedly an artist, a fan, you know? Whatever. I hope you're alive, Kenny. And if you're not, it's okay. Everyone dies.
Okay.
He made beautiful music.
This kind of went downhill at the end, but to end it off, we wanted, so this week we have this episode, we have Friday's episode, and then we also have the midnight special
at 10 o'clock on Spotify.
After
Friday
that,
night.
We are going to take a week or two break. 2 weeks break? 1 week break. Maybe 2 weeks. Probably 1.
Me and Joshua are doing some stuff over the weekend.
Yep.
Well, when you listen to it, it will have been last weekend.
Yeah.
But we're doing some stuff over the weekend, so we're trying to we're just trying to take a week off.
Yeah, just take a quick vacation. We're going to go relax a little bit. You guys got plans. I got plans of my own. And then after that, we're going to come back with season 5.
Yes, and I haven't even talked to you about everything.
We have a lot planned.
I have
some big stuff planned.
Awesome stuff planned.
New
for
haircut,
season 5.
probably. New haircut, new hairstyle for me, definitely. You're going to go back to babyface, definitely.
I'm going back to babyface?
Yes.
I'm shaving off all this?
Yes. And
I
then
am not doing that. Don't listen to this joker.
we're going to stop wearing black shirts, the same black shirt of the same pack. We're not going to stop sharing
Put your hand in your pocket.
a pack of black shirts. We're going to start wearing white shirts on the podcast.
Dude, I get a good pec feel when I do this.
It's going to be definitely a good season going forward for Wiseworks. I mean, we've done some big things this year.
Hopefully it'll be the best season yet. But
it will be. I mean, I feel like we are feeling our rhythm. We're still starting off.
We haven't hit 100 episodes
We're
yet.
starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm, and we're going to get better.
Yeah, we've upped the ante.
We can only
so
go
much this
Actually,
season.
we could go down, but we're not going to go down. We're going to go up.
Up.
Yep.
All right, let's finish it off. Thank you so much for listening to this episode.
Watch this episode, Friday's episode, and
Friday
the
nights.
midnight special
You
episode.
listen to that episode on Spotify.
And listen to it a couple times because it's going to last you 2 weeks. Listen to it.
There's always stuff you miss.
Yeah.
We're literally coming out with
Go watch season
probably
1.
almost 3 hours of content this week.
Yeah.
So just listen to it twice.
Go back and watch season 1.
Or if you're new, go back and watch the very early stuff.
Like season 1.
Oh, yeah, that's what you were saying. Season 1. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. We hope you have a wonderful week. And we will see you in the next episode on Friday at 12 p.m.
Watch our stuff, and we're here to make geeks out of you.